Good morning, traders. Welcome to StockCast. My name is Todd Derby, along with co-host James Mason. Good morning, James. How you doing today?
Todd, good morning. I'm doing well. How are you?
I am doing well. Would be doing better if spring would officially arrive here in Michigan. We had snow all day yesterday. I mean, it started snowing around 9 a.m. and it snowed till 6 p.m.
Man, how much snow do you think you got?
Well, the ground's warm enough that it didn't stick, but it just was snow all day long.
Oh,
and
wow.
I bet we got over an inch easy.
Man, that'd be nice.
No,
that would be nice.
It's a shit show. At this time of year, your yards are muddy, your dogs get dirty. It's not nice out.
Man, that is the thing up there. See, in the South, you pretty much got to either plan for, okay, are we going to have a thunderstorm today, or is it going to be 100 damn degrees, or are we going to have both? Now up there, are we going to have a thunderstorm? Is it going to be 100 degrees? Is it going to snow, or is it going to be nice spring weather? And it could be all of the above
in the same hour.
Yeah. All right, man. Dead market this morning.
Yeah, dead is the key word. It's dead, very dead.
Yeah, so Dow futures are currently up 14 points. S&P 500 is down a quarter of a point. I mean, everything is just flat. So, we're gonna keep it short today. We're actually gonna spend more time just answering questions. Not really like about our TTPB alerts. So yeah, let's talk about the Twitter stuff. Like Jack Dorsey coming out, talking down about the Twitter board. It's interesting.
Yeah, the whole Twitter thing is interesting to me because it's been in the news every day the last 2 weeks. Obviously, Elon Musk plays a big role in that, but it's a weird marketplace when Elon Musk and Jack Dorsey are ringside holding their hands up in the air. They're on the same team. It's
I don't know.
And then Apollo Management came out with a news release this morning that they're interested in financing a Twitter buyout. So that's the third entity that's come out and said they're interested in doing something with Twitter. So what makes Twitter the new prom date? The new prom queen?
I don't know. I do know everybody at this point in the show, if I was going to be, not recorded or non-PC, I could have a real good reply to that. Just saying, guys, but I can't sit on the show. Just, I'll just straight talking trash because that's just me. But now, like we was talking about pre-market tide. Man, is this a rotation in who sits on the throne in social media?
Possibly. So you talk about knocking, because Facebook's been the top dog for a long time, and so now is it Twitter, and with Elon Musk involved, has Twitter become a cult stock?
I'll be honest, I'm so sick and tired of being oppressed by Facebook. I'd rather be oppressed by someone else now.
You would welcome being in Twitter jail.
Exactly.
Oh, Lordy.
But really though, Facebook, it's played out. Twitter, I mean, in the terms of getting information, Twitter is good, but at the same time, there's two sides to every coin. While on one hand, or on one side, that it's good for getting quick, reliable information. On the other hand, it's horrible for getting quick, reliable information, accurate information, I should have actually said, because
no, go ahead, finish up.
There's so much disinformation on there from all the Twitter bots and everything, and that shit needs to be cleaned up.
Well, the one thing I like about Twitter versus Facebook is that if I go back to Facebook to find a post that you made or Johnny made or someone else, it's not at the top of my feed. I have to dig through the Facebook algorithm and try to find it. Where Twitter keeps it in chronological order. So if I know you did like for example, one of your alerts yesterday, I can quickly scroll down and find it right away or next week and have an idea where it's at. So that is one feature of Twitter over Facebook I like a lot.
Yeah. Also too with Twitter, like you were just saying, like if you make a tweet, it's gonna be there, and I can go see it. But like Facebook, man, there's stuff that will go by 3 days, sometimes more, before I'll be able to see it on y'all's timelines or in the groups. I mean, anything like that. Like, so if you see me coming through, like liking something of yours that's days old, it's because that's the first time I'm just now seeing it.
Or we get a lot of times there's Facebook posts that are a little unorthodox or might need a review. And then in our private group chat, someone will be like, "Hey, what are we going to do about this post?" And we're like, "No," and we haven't seen it yet, but someone else has.
Yeah, like, and it's for me, like it's not that I don't hang out in the group and check stuff. Like Todd, you know how I roll. Like I'm always on Facebook, always. So, man, like I was saying, like if you guys see me like something that's like days old of yours, that's just the first time I'm seeing it. And I hate that about Facebook because I can't keep up with really like the questions. That's my big thing. The questions that new members have when they're asking them. Like it's so hard to keep up with them because I don't see them in a timely manner.
Yeah, we have a real hater in our group, Jason here. He just doesn't like grandmas or pets. What the heck? or those first day of school pictures.
Yeah, I'll be honest, that crap kills me. I mean, it's okay to see it, but man, when everybody starts doing it over and over and over, God, it kills me. Oh no. This is the one that really irks me on Facebook. This stupid little banner rings that they what you put up, like I don't know, like I voted or I saved Ukraine today or I don't have HIV or whatever. There's a little banner for everything, there's actually not one for I don't have HIV, by the way.
Thank you for sharing that. I'm gonna check that off one of my questions.
All right. So yeah.
Hit the questions.
Yeah. Because otherwise,
John, thank you for sharing your news. Appreciate that. I know that people go here for the first news source now to catch the headlines.
Exactly. I do as well.
Who's the guy? There's a guy at one of the news services. All he does is read news headlines like on the Squawk Box all day long. That could be John for us, just all day long, just posting news updates.
Well, I'm sure the difference between him and John would be that one, John would not be holding his nose to sound very nasally while saying it, and two, John would actually be able to read the information correctly.
All right, Jolly Roger, good morning. Jason, good morning. Recon, good morning. Here in Texas would cancel the week. Absolutely, they get a little dusting of snow, and they would cancel for the week.
All right, Airhead 70. Let's see. Let me highlight this. You mentioned yesterday about me talking to some executives, and that you assumed that was Bob and Mel. Yes, those were the people we were talking about, but I have not made contact with them yet.
So no rattling of any cages yet.
I'll get there. I think they might be a little shaking in their shoes after that one whole incident not long ago. Someone setting them up. I mean, legitimately wouldn't be their fault or anything, but just people making up shit, putting people in bad situations.
Good morning, G-Gut. Howdy.
All right, let's see.
Tony asks, do we think airlines will spike? I do. I think
Oh, they just so the Florida was it Florida Supreme Court? They ruled against the mask mandate, and TSA came out and said that they weren't going to enforce it anymore.
yeah, so I think with all the mandates being lifted, and we're getting into, even with the price of gas going up, you still can find some decent airfare that is manageable in your budget. So I do think you're going to see uptick in cruise lines, airlines, vacation travel properties. Some of your some of your larger resort properties are traded on like Nasdaq, like Wynn and some timeshare resorts. I think you're going to see an uptick in all those.
Yeah, like the thing is for airlines with me, which I usually don't trade airline stocks just because historically they're actually the top. I don't know when I say the top, I don't know if it's like number one, but like there's some of the top most dependable stocks to short and to make money on. I didn't know if you knew that or not, Todd.
I did an airline.
Actually, I can't remember when I learned that. Say within the last year and a half, maybe two. I don't know.
Short term or long term swings.
I'd say like over the span of like 2 weeks of shorten it.
Okay.
Like if you hold on, let me just share a chart. Let's see. What's a good airline stock?
DAL.
All right. Yeah, you see how choppy it is? I mean, every time, Delta Airlines kind of goes up to its previous highs, it usually just gets hammered and then hammered.
And it only takes like something like a plane crash to like really cash in.
Plane crash, probably.
Makes you one sick MFer.
Hey, I know, like, man, listen. I can't remember what I was saying yesterday, but I know people think like I say crazy stuff when I'm talking about shorting stocks. When I say that, I really don't care what the beliefs are in the company, or what they do. I am 100% dead serious about that. Like, I don't care if I can make money off of it, I'll trade it. And really, the reality of the world is, if you want to make money, that's how it is.
Well, the reality is that's what the hedge funds and the big boys do all day long.
That's what our governments do.
Yeah, I mean,
like war is money for real.
We all did it with oil in Ukraine too. Yeah, those macro events do play a role in everything we do, and so we're all guilty of it on some level.
Yep.
In a good way. I mean, that's what we're here. That's what we're here to do.
Mm-hmm.
I do know a few of our members trade American Airlines and Delta Airlines on a regular basis, and it's got a pretty consistent trading range, and they'll take it for a tick or two. I'm not sure they do options or shares, but I do know that we have a couple that trade it regular.
Yeah. Oh, talking about Castle yesterday. You want to speak about that one really quick? I wasn't able to get shares of short with.
Yeah, so we called it out in the show. It's going to get over $6 as a potential trade, and I scaled in. I did an entry at 595, and two more between 6 and 620, and the average about 612. And when it dropped down to in the 580, I covered. It was a quick, easy trade. Kind of thumping my chest, back patting myself, and then it comes back around and reclaimed all that and ran yesterday.
Yeah,
I was talking to real quick. Someone else was saying that they could not get shares on TD Ameritrade early, but later in the day, TD Ameritrade had shares available when it was running, which made me suspect of what.
And that's what I've been saying, man. Like TD Ameritrade, like when they have the none to borrow or anything like that going on, like I swear they're using those short locates or whatever it may be. And when they open that shit up for you to, as a retail trader, to be able to use and short with, I swear that's when shit always runs.
Yeah. So, I mean, if someone was listening to our show yesterday and they would have said, like, hey, listen, that you look at the chart, you called that and it wasn't a winning trade. It was a winning trade early on. And I even posted it in our chat box, our private chat box. I walked. I was done for the day. So it's just stocks are doing stupid stuff right now. And you just got to take the profits when they're there. Speaking of our chat box, we had a lot of winning trades yesterday. It was a great Monday for our room.
Inside the TTBB chat room.
Yeah, inside our private chat room, there was 4 or 5 people sharing their trades. S. John can attest to that. He's in the regular. Kieran's in there. 2 Kieran's are in there, and a few others. And it's like there was some good information, some good trades. I was going back and scrolling through, and it just impresses me how friendly and how helpful our members are to each other, and giving them tips. And you almost can see based on their chat, James, their trading IQ is rising, and I'm pleased about that.
I can't wait for the day that they basically alert me on my trades.
Yeah.
They they alert me, and then I can just alert to everyone else as my own.
Right, you'll take credit.
Yeah, I'm gonna take all the credit, and then the losers are gonna be like, "Oh no, that was S. Sean. That was S. Sean's alert." Now screenshot and call him out. Okay.
Look at Karen. We're the good kind of Karens.
But let's go back to Casa really quickly. So like when we talk about like shorting a stock, okay, well actually let's talk about, you guys obviously know like when we're going long in the stock, like this is the stuff we want to see. We'll just talk about starting here hypothetically and going up. We like to see those strong runners. But when it comes to like shorting stocks, when we talk about it, we ain't trying to see it fall off a cliff and run straight down. Like this is what we're looking for right here. Now I wasn't able to get any shares to short with yesterday, but this one would have, if I was able to, I would have gotten stopped out, because I did say that I'd probably stop out around 625, and this went up to 640. So this one wouldn't have worked out for me, but it would have still been, how we would have traded it. So you can see, literally, this candlestick closed out at 616. This one opened up at 616. It hit a high of 625 and went down 2 more candles later, went down to a low of 574. That's all we're looking for with shorting. I mean, you can't, I understand like people are looking for multiple dollars in a day shorting, but Jesus, you can't be that damn greedy. Like from 616, we're just taking on the opening right here to the close right here. And obviously and it would be a picture perfect trade, based off those numbers. But like you can't complain about taking something from 616 down into the 575 range. Like, man, all day long, like 1,000 shares, you made about $300.
Yeah, my average was 612 because I got in a little. My first entry was just under 6, and I bought three lots. So those 3 totaled an entry position for me, and then I covered it at 580. So it was a few $100 win for me.
Yeah, that's why it's one of the reasons. One of the reasons why we don't really alert like shorting, day trading, penny stocks, anything like that, because a lot of traders can't wrap their mind around it. 2, a lot of traders, they're just not in a position to sit there and watch that trade. Because Todd, how many times have we jumped in these in literally 1 minute or less? Done.
Oh, many. I mean, I've posted some of my trades on Facebook where they've been 12 seconds. Like I got a little lucky there. Like it's just dropped. And when they do a rug pull, they pull the bid, it'll dump sometimes 50, 60 cents. And it's just crazy.
Yeah.
It's
all
hard.
right. Todd, that is all I have for today. Do you have anything else?
No, we are under about 7 minutes to the market. I don't know if I'm going to be trading much today. I mean, there's not much on my radar. There's not much going on in the market. So
Yeah, I have a couple trades going on, but I don't have nothing new that I'm looking at.
So I may do maybe an office day or maybe a morning nap. I'm not sure yet. So
probably the nap. All right, everybody. So we appreciate y'all tuning in. Remember, trade safe, trade smart, and we will catch y'all in the next one.